Hey there, good morning. If you're new to my channel, my name is Katie and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living. And I thought I'd give you a pretty sad garden update this morning. My husband actually ran um, irrigation this year to our garden. We got that finally in, but we have had a really wet summer this year, which has been good. We haven't had to run the irrigation, but we've had some other issues. And instead of having an abundance of tomatoes coming in and zucchini and cucumbers and all the things, we have had zero, literally zero. And I kind of want to maybe explain what we're thinking is going on. And hopefully this will help you in the future and us going forward. So let's go ahead and just jump on in. We do have a few things that are doing really nice, but others, most of the everything is just not going well. So let's just jump right on in and I'll show you what we think is going on. So this is a planting of zucchini after I have harvested all the potatoes, and these plants are doing pretty well, but we're noticing they are not getting pollinated, and we weren't really sure what was going on because we are having the same problem with our tomatoes here. Tomato plants got big, got some flowers, and never really did anything. Now look at this basil. This basil is gargantuan. I mean, it's like taking over this end of the bed and the far end of the bed over here. But our tomatoes, they're not doing anything. Our zucchini is not doing anything. Our poor cucumber plants over here, what little we got to even grow, they're not doing anything, even though we have a few flowers here on the vines. Now this bed is our sweet potato bed, and it is taking over. Now we are very hopeful we'll get some good sweet potatoes here, but we're not expecting flowers in our sweet potato bed, so we're going to move along. One problem we have noticed is, I thought these were tomatillos. You can't hardly see them now. They actually have finished producing. Well, this one's got some fruit on it. I thought these were tomatillos that had kind of gotten loose, but apparently it's ground cherries, and these have taken over our beds. They must have been in our compost that we have purchased from a landscape company, because we have got these ground cherries popping up in all of our beds. Now our chickens do like to eat these. My husband likes to snack on them, but this isn't what I wanted to grow in my beds. But we're finding, here's another tomato bed. Plants are getting tall, 8 feet tall, no tomatoes. Now these are my tomatillos I did plant, and I do have a little bit of fruit on them, not much. So what we are thinking is going on, if you can see this red stick here, it's in our sweet potatoes. We have them, let's see, well, here's another one that's here. And oh look, here is one of our little pollinator friends. And that's what I'm getting at here, our pollinator friends. Here we have another stick. We have another stick. We have some more sticks. So what we had heard was that dragonflies will eat mosquitoes. And as you can see, our little chicken yard is just on the other side of the fence from the garden. And here in Louisiana, we get lots of mosquitoes. We have lots of rain. That's just the nature of living in Louisiana. We have lots of mosquitoes. And so we thought to help our chickens out, we would attract the dragonflies to eat the mosquitoes. Well, apparently they either eat our pollinators, the bees, or they just scare them away. And so we have not had pollination because we have had so many dragonflies. So if you have a mosquito problem and you want to get rid of them, attract the dragonflies. But they are not good for your garden because they scare the pollinators away. And I'm going to insert a little video footage here. My husband came out one evening just before sunset, and he was able to catch like swarms of dragonflies. So sticks really do work because they like to have a place to land when they're flying around. So we will be pulling all these sticks out. That's Johnny, our rooster, greeting you this morning. So we'll be pulling all these sticks out. We will be replanting some things for the fall garden, and hopefully we'll get some better success. I do have obviously plenty of flowers here planted to attract our pollinators, but for some reason we're assuming it's the dragonflies, and then also these ground cherries have taken over our beds. So we need to get all these out. We will not be throwing those in the compost pile because we do not want to germinate and grow ground cherries again next year. We're going to have to put those in the burn pile or the trash or something. So that's our little garden update. It's very sad. Our first year out here, we had an abundance of produce. I was making so much spaghetti sauce and salsa and canning jalapenos and giving away. My daughter is a manager at a restaurant, and I was able to give them 30 pounds of peppers to incorporate in their dishes. I had so much abundance of produce the first summer. And last year we decided it was a little bit less. It must have been because we weren't watering as diligently as we should have been. So my husband put the irrigation in, and here we are again. It's a learning curve. This isn't a sprint. This is a long race to develop this garden and get this really producing like we want. So we are going to be ripping a lot of this out and planting a fall bed. Another thought is we did save a lot of the tomato seeds from our sorry about Johnny there. A lot of tomato seeds from the Creole tomatoes we had planted last year or the year before, and we're wondering if maybe that might be part of the problem. So I did go ahead and purchase a variety pack of seeds. This is tomatillo and tomato seeds. I think he wants to be in the video. There he is. He wants some attention. He is a good rooster. This is a 14 variety collection, 1,000 seeds. I got this on Amazon. I can leave it linked in the description box. It's got beefsteak tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, pear tomatoes, like all kinds of cherry tomatoes, all kinds of things, and some tomatillos also. Just two varieties of the tomatillos. I'll leave this link in the description box if you're interested in getting a little variety pack. So another thing I'm out here doing this morning is I'm going to harvest a lot of this basil, put it in my freeze dryer. I mean, we have an abundance of basil. We need to keep what we can. And I did show you, I think, the onions, if you had seen our harvest of our onions and our garlic. We did get a good harvest of our onions, despite the fact that the chickens got out 3 times. He is very noisy this morning. They did get out 3 times this spring and dig up all the onions, and we had to replant them. But we did get a pretty good harvest, and we were able to get a lot of those in the freezer. So if you're having trouble with your garden, maybe it's your dragonfly population. So just a little tip there, maybe something that's useful to you, maybe not. Take it for what you can, and hopefully we'll have some happy gardening this fall, and we'll give you a better update in the coming months. So we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.